Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. We're back here at Ciocca Kia here in Ewing, New Jersey. Check out this brand new 2026 Kia Sorento. This is the S trim with all-wheel drive. Ebony black is the color with a black Syntex interior. So you can let me know if you're looking for a midsize three-row SUV. You don't need something as big, let's say, as a Telluride or a Hyundai Palisade. Maybe the Sorento is a better option than the Hyundai Santa Fe, depending on the kind of exterior design. Which one do you like better? You can let me know as we go through this SUV. So let's dig in. The front end of this 26 Sorento in the ebony black paint, we're going to have a full spread of LED lighting up front, including the turn signals. As far as the grille goes, we're going to have gloss black on the upper part of the grille with the Kia badge right in the middle. We're going to have flat black down below with functional side air curtains. As we move around to the wheel and tire package on this 26 Sorento S, it's a 18-inch machined aluminum alloy wheel, Kia badge on the center cap. Wheels are wrapped in Continental cross-contact all-season tires, 235 on the width, a 60 series sidewall 18s, all four corners, all-wheel drive. Moving on out, there is that ebony black with your aluminum accents around the windows and on the front door and front fender. As we come in closer, there is that accent panel in aluminum right here on the front fender and door area. Then we're going to have color matched side view mirrors with LED turn signals. We're going to have color matched front and rear door handles, a left side fuel filler cap, up top aluminum finish on the roof rails, and then we have a gloss black color matched roof with shark fin antenna, panoramic sunroof here on this S trim. That's an optional add. And then over the back we go. We have the roof spoiler coming off the top, the wiper tucked underneath the roof spoiler, clean up the design, protect it from elements and car washes, standard lighting in the back of the S trim, Kia badge in the middle, Sorento on the left, 4X for all-wheel drive on the right, and then down below we have our exhaust tucked up underneath the rear of the vehicle. We're under the hood of this 26 Sorento S, and we have Kia's 2.5 liter naturally aspirated inline four-cylinder engine mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, 191 horsepower, 181 pound-feet of torque. This vehicle can tow up to 2,000 pounds, MPGs, 23 in the city, 28 on the highway, and 25 combined. We're on the back left quarter panel of this Sorento S, and we have a 17.7 gallon gas tank. We do have a gas cap, so no capless fuel technology being used by Kia in the Sorento. The minimum octane rating is 87, so you can run this on regular unleaded gas. Before we get into the interior, you're going to want to know, Mike, how much? Well, here we go. Base price 26 Sorento S all-wheel drive, $37,090. This vehicle's got the panoramic sunroof package for an additional $1,300. That gets you the panoramic sunroof and the LED interior lighting. And then an extra $265 for the all-weather floor mats. Once we add those in, and a destination and delivery charge of $1,445 from Kia's West Point, Georgia assembly plant, we have a total vehicle MSRP from the factory of $40,100 for an S trim. Whoa. Let's check out the interior. Starting with the driver door panel, we'll move in closer. We're going to have black soft touch material across the top that extends all the way down to the Syntex on the armrest with the light gray cross stitch. We do have brushed aluminum trim on the door handle, surrounded by some graphite plastic trim, which I like a lot better than gloss black. We have a nice solid grab handle in the soft touch as well. Flat black on the switch gear. As we move on down, decent sized door pocket into the foot box. We have a good sized dead pedal brake and accelerator with the all season mats in the vehicle. At this time it says Sorento on them. And then we have power seat with lumbar for the driver, manual assist front passenger, and then we do have a soft bolstering on the Syntex in black with light gray stitching with the perforation, and the headrests feel soft as well. Front passenger door panel, same action as the driver. However, I think at 40,100, I know this is an S trim, but at this price point now, since you crossed the $40,000 mark on this vehicle, on this trim level, once you put a few options on it, I think we should have memory seats for the driver. Let me know what you think. As we move in closer, we're going to have black soft touch, then again that graphite trim and brushed aluminum trim into the heat and air vent, and then down below, you're going to have a large glove box, and the glove box is a locking glove box. So we move on out to the digital instrument cluster, which is 12.3 inches with only the 4-inch inner part of it as interactive. And then you have the 12.3-inch infotainment screen, wireless CarPlay, Android Auto. All the maps and nav will come through your phone. We have our radio stations right here. So you have AM, FM, HD radio, Sirius XM, as well as Bluetooth music. So they got you covered there. We go back to home. You can also Bluetooth your phone, project your phone, valet mode, vehicle diagnostics, all that stuff. You got your setup here. You can go into here. You got your vehicle settings, the settings for your sound, for your speakers, right? Connect the vehicle with your smartphone, set up your driver profile, all that jazz. Kia Connect. You got it all set right there. You go to vehicle settings, and that's where you can set up this information. You have your lights, as you can see right here, but you're not going to have ambient lighting in the S trim. And we can come back out. Nice swipeability, and you can either work the screen from up on the screen or down below. So we do have a couple of different options for that. Now we go to reverse. We have a large backup camera, no 360-degree view cameras, but it is clear with trajectory. You do have some additional views you can go to right there as well. We go back to park, and we are good to go. Now down further, more of this graphite trim. We have a push-button start, 4-way hazards right in the middle with a couple of heat and air vents, and then down further, you have this dual use panel. So right now, we have it set on our dual climate, which means it's set on fan. If we want to hit the triangle or that Star Trek button on top, that'll go right to your infotainment system controls. And now this becomes your volume and tuning rather than temperature. So they have that set up for you. Now, as we come down further, we have 3-stage heated seats for the driver and the front passenger. And in here you have a wireless charging pad with a couple of USB-Cs. And this is rubberized, so things won't slide around. And then we have our leather gaiter to go through this 8-speed automatic transmission. We have 6 drive modes, 3 drive modes, 3 terrain modes. We'll check those out when we go through the dash. Engine auto stop start, on or off, auto vehicle hold, hill descent control, electric brake, parking cameras and parking sensors, 2 cup holders, and then you have your Sorento key fob right here. Again, the newer one, so it's a bit plasticky, not my favorite, where you have lock, unlock, panic button, remote start on the back. Again, all rubberized on the bottom of these storage areas, so again, things won't slide around. Nice soft armrest with the light gray stitching, and we open that up. We have a removable tray in here for storage, and then a larger area underneath. Steering wheel, we have a leather wrap wheel in black with the light gray cross stitch, nice 10 and 2 notches, the Kia badge now on the upper right of the horn button. We have a squircle wheel, a bit flattened off on top, a bit flattened off on the bottom, help you get in and out of this vehicle, but it's a nice open and airy passenger cabin in this Sorento S. No problem for me at 5'11", getting in and out. Now we do have some gloss black on the switchgear here. On the left, you're going to have your adaptive cruise and controls for the digital portion of your dash. Then on the right side, you're going to have telephone, voice commands, favorites, modes for your infotainment system, seek for your music, as well as volume. No paddles. On the left stalk, you're going to have your headlight controls, turn signals, high beams. On the right side, you're going to have front and rear wipers. Over here on the left, bright and dim the dash, traction control off. And we do have a manual tilting and telescoping wheel. Then we have the 12.3-inch digital instrument cluster, but only the 4-inch center is interactive. So let's check out our drive modes. We'll go regular drive modes. We have normal, we have eco, and we have sport, and we have smart. So we have 4 regular drive modes. Then we can push the button on the drive mode selector, push the top down. We go to terrain modes, and then we have snow, mud, and sand. So we actually have 7 drive modes in the Sorento S. So that's pretty cool. I think for today, we'll just leave it on normal, And then if you want to go through additional information, you can thumb through things from left to right. And then when you get to the section you want, you can go ahead and thumb yourself with the scroll bar top to bottom. Overhead console, if you want your LED dome lighting to come on and off when you open and close the door, this button right here is pushed in with the orange light on. So when you open the door, lighting comes on, close the door, lighting will dim out. We have the Kia Connect button and the SOS button right here. So you can talk to Kia, or you can press that if you have an emergency. And then we have one control for this panoramic roof. So if you tap it, this shade will go back all the way over the mid-row passengers, and it's nice and quick. That goes back, the roof stays closed. If you press and hold it a second, that the shade will go back, but also the roof will start moving. Wind buffer comes up, roof goes back. Now, if you close it, now as you can see, the roof is moving and the shade is moving at the same time. When the roof closes, the shade continues moving to close. So it moves at the same time, saves a lot of time. Now, if you want to tilt it, let's tap this again to open the shade. And then when you want to tilt it, you just take that one button and then you just push it up towards the roof. And it'll tilt up, and then you can close it. And when you do that again, that shade will start motoring across to close. So nice quick operation on this panoramic roof. Again, though, that's a big add to price. Rear view mirror, we have a framed rear view mirror, manual dimming function. Then we have our sun visor with vanity and a light. And does it slide? Yes, it does. Getting into the mid-row of this Sorento, but first the rear door panel. We have the same vibe as the front, except instead of soft touch along the top, you get hard black plastic. Everything else remains the same. Now I have the seat set for my driving position, so we'll hop on in. Nice flat roof, easy to get into. You may have to duck, maybe 5, my height and taller. You may have to duck, or you probably have to duck, I should say. Now, once I'm in, though, plenty of room for my head, shoulders, and knees at 5'11". I do have the Syntex. Then I have black plastic, and then I have a seat pocket and a cargo net. Behind each front seat, I do have USB-Cs in the back of each front seat. Then I have 2 heat and air vents and a 12-volt down below. And then the mid-row is the same black Syntex seating material with the perforation. They are very soft. And then our armrest, you can open that up. Semi-soft, 2 1/3 cup holders. But overall, it is quite comfortable here in the mid-row of this Sorento. Let's check out the third row, see how it is. Getting in the third row, well, here's the button on the seat base of the mid-row. You just push that in, and it will fold forward and get as far forward to help you get in. Now, not the biggest opening to get in, so let's try to squeeze our way in. Here we are. So now we have the same color combo in row number 3 with the black Syntex with the perforation, very soft. So I do like that. And now here in the back of the third row, we do have a place to slide your phone, a cup holder, and a USB-C. And then on the left side, we do have the same thing, a place to store your phone and a cup holder and a USB-C. So they got you set there. But this Sorento doesn't have the most room in the third row. It really doesn't. So if I'm going to try to move this back, as you can see, right, I have this pushed a lot forward now just to give myself enough room for my knees. So if this was moved back farther, I would, like this one, I would have a hard time back here, and my head is hitting the roof at 5'11". So smaller adults and children here in the back, and you can also get yourself out. So if nobody's in this mid-row, you can push this button right on top of the seat and push it forward and let yourself out. So we do have an escape hatch button for safety in case of an emergency. Getting into the cargo area of this Sorento S, it's a manual tailgate, so you have to come to the back, and right above the bumper area, there's a button. You hit it and you lift up. Now, with all 3 rows up, 12.6 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of the Sorento. Not the greatest number. As we move in Underneath this panel, you do have some extra storage and a jack, because underneath that panel, in behind the rear bumper, is your spare tire. So thank you, Kia, for the spare. We do have some extra cubbies over here with some tie downs, right? And you can pull this strap, put the third row down. You pull it, the headrests fall, you keep tension on it, and you throw it forward. You pull the strap, headrest falls, keep tension on it, throw it forward. And now with the third row down, you're looking at 45 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Sorento. And that unveils a 12 volt right there, as well as the ability to drop the mid-row bench from the tailgate area, which I always like. Now it's only a drop down, it's not a power fold. So if we push the left button, down it goes. We push the right button, down it goes. And now, with the third row and mid rows down, it is 75.5 cubic feet of cargo space in the back of this Sorento S. Window sticker time, here we go. 2026 Kia Sorento S, all-wheel drive, ebony black and black. Standard features. There are the options, right? Your panoramic sunroof package for $1,300 and the all-weather floor mats. Total vehicle MSRP $40,100. Anything over $40,000 on an S trim I think is quite expensive. You'll let me know what your thoughts are. There's your fuel economy estimates. Government safety ratings. Parts content, 55% US and Canada, 30% Korea. Final assembly, West Point, Georgia. Engine USA, transmission USA. Take this baby out for a spin. All right, we're out on the road in this 26 Sorento S with all-wheel drive. And I really like the seats in the Sorento. They are nice and comfortable. They feel good. And actually here in the 26, they feel a little bit softer than they did, let's say, in the 25 or the 23. My wife owns a 23, and the seats feel much firmer than these seats do now. I think maybe they gave them a little bit more cushion because they feel much softer to the tush in this vehicle. We have good visibility with nice side view mirrors, blind spot monitoring, cross traffic alert, lane keep assist, pre-collision, all that action in here for safety. We do have LED headlights up front for safety, not in the back. Would have liked to seen at least LED taillights in the back. I know they saved that for the upper level trims, but the way pricing's going on vehicles anymore, you got an S trim Sorento that is MSRP in at 40 grand. This is getting out of hand. But you know what? The suspension feels good. Chassis feels good. No vibrations coming in to the passenger cabin from the chassis. Feels fairly quiet, even though we're not on the highway, but we're up around almost 50 miles an hour, and it feels fairly quiet. A little bit of wind noise, but not bad. The steering is light because it is an SUV, but it's fairly direct, so that's good. Handles the turns pretty well. How the brakes look? They stop, no problem at all. And now we'll go. No turbocharging in this engine, so it's a naturally aspirated inline 4. Not the most horsepower in the world, not the quickest engine in the world, but you're going to get better MPGs than if you opt for the turbocharged version. You know, you get a smoother torque delivery out of this engine. And of course, for 26, you can still get the hybrid in the Sorento as well if you want to try to get better MPGs. Right now, we're looking at about 25 miles per gallon in combined driving. with the gas-only Sorento. The hybrid Sorento is rated at about 34 or 35 miles per gallon in combined driving, so a lot better, but then of course you're paying a lot more money. So let's try sport mode. What the heck, I'm going to move the gear shift to the left on manual mode, and then I'm going to shift manually through this 8-speed automatic like I have a 6-speed manual using the gear shift. So here we go. And you know what? It's pretty good shifts out of here for manual. Let's try downwards. Not bad. So if you want to put it into sport and have a little fun, be my guest. It's there for you. And now we'll flip it back to eco. Let everything settle down a bit. But it's a really competent, well done SUV. The question for you is, is it big enough? It's a lot smaller cargo-wise than, let's say, a Telluride. Now the Telluride will not have a 2026 model year. The information that I got from Kia, they are skipping the 26 model year for the Telluride, and they're bringing out the 2027 Telluride redesign early. Probably March 26, we'll start seeing 27 Telluride redesigns hitting dealer lots. So that's kind of what they're doing there. I know this isn't a Telluride video, but I figured I'd give you that piece of info since I just found out about it today. But I like the Sorento. I don't need an enormous SUV. My wife really enjoys her 2023 Sorento. Now she got the SXX line, so she's got the turbo engine, a lot more power than the naturally aspirated gas engine, and she really enjoys it. And I really enjoy driving them. And the S trim is just fine. However, we should be under $40,000 on this trim. We're probably about $2,000-$3,000 too high on this vehicle, even with the roof. We're about $2,000-$3,000 too high on this vehicle, maybe $4,000 too high for what you get here. But you let me know what you think. Do you like Santa Fe? Do you like Sorento as far as these smaller mid-sizes go? Or maybe do you go with, like, say, the Nissan Pathfinder and get a V6 engine? You know what? Let me know. Put in the comments. I'll put 25 Pathfinder review that I did at the end of this one, because the 26s probably won't be out till first quarter of 26. And you can let me know what you think about this Sorento. But I do want to thank Ciocca Kia here in Ewing, New Jersey, for allowing the channel access to this brand new 2026 Kia Sorento S all-wheel drive in ebony black for review today. I'd like to thank all of you for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a like. Please also drop a comment, give it some hype points, help it with the YouTube algorithm, get it up in the rankings. I'd truly appreciate it. And as always, please also consider subscribing and turning on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video. And I'll see all of you on the rebound. Take care, everyone.